Hello friend, welcome. This is our ConnectFour game for macOS implemented in SwiftUI, and in this video we'll add multi-peer connectivity. So this macOS version of our game can play with, for example, iOS version, right? So between the computer and an iOS device. Let's get started. So we'll put the code for multi-peer connectivity in our view model, this guy, ConnectFourViewModel. So we'll change this to SwiftUI, and we need to import multi-peer connectivity. And remember, based on our previous videos, to implement multi-peer connectivity, we need to adopt 3 protocols. Okay, let's do it. We can use that inside our extension. ConnectFourViewModel. The first one, the most important one, is MCSession delegate, this guy. Oh, wait a minute, I'll show you why. You see, if we click here to add all the missing functions, there's a huge list, right? That's because we didn't extend the superclass NSObject, so we don't need this. That's because we relies on NSObject to provide some basic functionalities here. Now we only have 5 of them. Command B, this one, those 5, yeah, are relevant to our multi-peer connectivity, so we'll only use some of them here, not all of them. And this is our first delegate protocol. So we need to define something. Peer ID, the data type of is MC peer ID, like that, and we'll initialize these things inside our init. So MC PID display name. Okay, so display name we'll use host dot current dot name, like that. Okay, command B. Oh, sorry, for here we missed the wa. Yeah, now this one is optional, but we cannot use optional here, so let's provide our default. Okay, default name is, okay, let's use golden. Okay, so your hold on, or my Mac. Okay, PID. And another thing we need to define, right, is session. Session is the communication channel, like bridge between the 2 peers, right, or multiple peers. And of course this is session, this guy, and we'll initialize that too here, because MC session peer is our peer ID, and security identity, we don't need that. Encryption preference dot required. Yeah, cool. Now let's move on to our next protocol extension, ConnectFour view model. This one is nearby service, MC nearby service delegate, advertiser delegate. Okay, wait for a few seconds for the auto complete fix. Yeah, so this one we only need to call this function provided by the in the parameter. Okay, so this is advertiser did receive the invitation from peer. Okay, so that's we set the using true to accept the invitation, and the session is our session. That's it. Okay. Oh, after we create the session, we need to make sure the delegate is ourselves, right? Because we promised what? Oh, self used before super. Okay, so we can add a super dot init here. Now, yeah, it makes sense. So we need that to fully initialize ourselves. After that, we can use ourselves. Now, okay. So we can extend. We can implement the third one, the last one, ConnectFourViewModel. The last one is for the pop-up. So it's MCBrowserViewController delegate. So we'll have two functions to implement. Okay. Yeah, so we'll simply dismiss it when the browser window control did finish, right? So we'll call this guy dot. Let's try to dismiss itself like that. Okay, like that. Okay, so now we needed to add two buttons. So here we still have another thing to put here. Nearby service advertiser equal, the data type is MC nearby service advertiser, like that. Okay, nearby service advertiser here. This guy we can put the question mark here, and now let's add two buttons for advertise and invite. So we'll put the H stack here. So we have a button for this one and another button reset. So we have an advertise one. So here advertise. We make up this one for now. So this is invite. So here is invite. We'll create it shortly here. Reset. Okay, here function advertise and function invite. So to send out the advertisement, we need our nearby service device. We needed to create it now. MC nearby service advertiser, peer is our peer ID. Discovery information, no, we don't need that. Service type, okay, this is we can put in a short identifier for our service. So now we need to set the delegate to ourselves, and then we can call start advertising peer. Okay, now on the other side, in white, we'll create a browser and MC browser view controller, yes, this guy. Service type and the session service type is, oh, okay, let's define a constant for this guy. Cut. So let's define here private let ConnectFour service type equals this guy, right? So we can put this one here, service type, and here service types, to make it consistent. Session is our session, and the browser delegate is ourself, and then we can present, right? Present that one, but how can we present that one? This is not a view controller, so we'll find a view controller this way, and as application dot shared dot key window dot content view controller dot present as sheet. Okay, this view controller is our browser. Now we can give a try. So we need another we need another application to try that. Let's bring up our iOS version. Oh, well, it is. We can find the iOS version, so this one is our iOS version. Now let's bring up our iPhone 12 simulator. Let's minimize this guy so we can see the output of this one. Let's see if we can build the connection between those two guys. Okay, so advertise, and here invite. The reason is this guy is new, so we need to create this guy somewhere. Let's go to our AppDelegate, right? After we created the window, we can do like window.contentViewController equals NSHostingController with rootView, our content view. This guy. So we create a hosting view controller to set to the Windows content view controller property. Now, so this content view is our view here. So now let's go back to here, and this time Okay, so that's, so this time when we click invite, there should be a browser view controller popping up. Okay, so let's try it again, run it. Okay, say invite. Oh, let's see what's wrong here. And operation not permitted, DNS. It looks like, yeah, socket. It looks like the some networking operation is not permitted. So we encountered this problem before. The solution is go back to the project Connect4 and select our target. This is our app target. Okay, and check. This is general signing and capabilities. So we need to check this network incoming connection and outgoing connection. Now let's try it again, run it, and invite. It turned out that this guy is still new. This guy is still new. ConnectFourViewController. So let's put this guy, our code, here at the end of, after we create the, we set the view window.contentView. Okay, so let's put it immediately after that. Now that guy won't be new. Okay, let's try it again. You see, oh, we have a, so this time when we click in invite, there's a pop-up, right? There's a pop-up. Very good. But how can we solve that problem? Like initially it's that small, right? We have to enlarge, right? Like that manually. We can set the frame for our content view like that. So frame, and we set the minimum width, for example, that, and maximum width, oh, minimum height, for example, that. Okay, let's try it again. Yeah, very good, right? So now the invite will pop up. Okay, great. So let's clean up here a little bit, and let's go. Now let's try. Oh, one thing we needed to do is we made a mistake at the implementation of this one, so we should use another view controller to dismiss this guy. We cannot like use itself to do that. Okay, so now let's try it again. So this time let's use this guy, right? The iOS, send out advertise, then invite. Yeah, you see, we can see the iPhone 12 here. So invite, connected. Cool, right? That's so cool. Now let's try this way. Send out advertise from here by clicking this button, then invite here. Yeah, we can see the MacBook, right? Oh, it's already connected. Let's rerun that to make sure everything works. Okay, so let's stop this one and reload our iOS app. Okay, now minimize that, and this time relaunch this guy. We'll do advertise here and invite here, select, connected. Nice, right? Okay, thank you for watching. See you next time.